certifications in Android development. So today we will talk about the Android certifications that how we can do these certification.
Lalit, this is Rajesh. Just give me a minute. Sorry for interruption. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to record, Rajesh?
Yeah, I'm going to record. Okay.
Okay,
So,
okay.
okay. So, this is for all that we had planned a session on about encrypting and decrypting a image on the Android and sending it to remote server. But due to unavailability of our speaker, Padmakar, we have scheduled the session with the Lovely, and she will walk you through the types of the developer certificates that you could acquire in your Android journey. There are two types of certificates, and Lovely will walk you through. Okay, so over to you, Lovely.
Okay. Thank you, Rajesh. Okay. So today we will discuss about the Android certifications that provided by Google and Google Training Center. So before starting the session, I will tell you that I just want to keep this session interactive. So it is just of a discussion type. I don't want like this session is going to be a one sided. I'm just speaking or speaking. So I just want some responses from you guys. So before beginning the session, I would like to ask one question from to you all, that how many of you guys are interested in Android certification, or if anybody did any type of Android certification, either it is from Google or any third party.
I'm interested in getting a certificate from Google. Srishal here.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so do you know, have you heard any of the certifications that is provided by Google?
We have not. I have not yet taken, but I'm interested in Google certification for Android developer.
Okay, great. So,
Hey guys, we have I think
yeah,
more than 15 or yeah 22 folks here. So please be interactive and let's interact on this session, okay? Because if it's going to be a one-sided session, it won't benefit you or either you or the speaker. Okay, so let's try to be interactive. Yeah, sorry, Gauri. Please go ahead.
yeah, Rajesh. So, firstly, we will discuss about the official certification of Google, of basically Android that is provided by the Google. That is basically a Associate Android Developer certification. So, let me share my screen. So you can answer any of my questions by two ways. Either you can unmute yourself and you can speak up, or you can also write your answer in the comment box. So if my screen is visible to you guys,
Yes.
okay, great. So firstly, we will talk about the Associate Android Developer certification. So let me open the official link for this. Okay, so this certification is basically the official certification that is provided by the Google. Basically, Google launched this certification few years ago. Like I know this personally, this certification from last 4 to 5 years, but like by the time Google always made some advancements in this certification. When Google launched this certification, the pattern was different, and after 3 4 years Google revised the certifications, and now also you can see here this certification is being updated. So currently Google is not taking the request for this certification, but like they are going to make it live within the days, because they are just updating the syllabus only, but the certification pattern is going to be the same. So I will talk about this certification, that what is the criteria for this certification, how can you get this certification, and what is going to be the study material, and how many things you need to study before applying this certification. Okay, so first of all, I will talk about the requirements for this type of certification. So first of all, I will talk about the experience. Either you are fresher or experienced, you are eligible to take this certification. So there is nothing related to the experience level. Anybody who knows Android can apply for this certification. And the second one is the age requirement. You must Your age must be in between 13 to 17 years, if your age lies between this, and if you are above 18 years, so you are eligible for the certification. Because the first thing which you need for this certification is your passport for India. Like if you are living in India and you are going to apply for this certification, so you must have your passport with you. And if you do not have a passport with you, you cannot apply for this certification. Because few criteria are different for different countries. For example, if somebody is living in USA, America, or like Canada, they don't need passport. But like for India, you need a passport. Because when I applied this certification like three or I guess 3.5 years back, for that time I don't have a passport with me. So that time I applied for the passport, and when I get that passport, and then I upload the copies of both sides in this portal, then they gave me a permission to.
Maulin, sorry to interrupt in between, but the age between is 13 to 17 years. Is that a minimum criteria? How?
No, 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 no. Actually, this is if your age is between 13 to 17 years, then in test, they need the certification with parental consent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that case is not applicable to us. So
Yeah.
actually, how you are going to help us? I mean, so actually it was a session about uploading a image, right? Something like that. But this is
No,
a
no, no.
totally new thing.
Actually, that speaker was different. Somebody else is going was going to take the session, but like due to unavailability of that speaker, we changed this session.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is the motto you are telling this now? So
Yeah, okay, so Sri,
what is
this
the
is
idea
Rajesh.
behind this?
Okay,
Yeah.
so this, I'm not sure if you were when we started this meeting, but I have clarified it already that the
Hello.
speaker that was supposed to speak about encrypting and decrypting images and uploading it to the server is unfortunately not available. So we have rescheduled that session, and in this session, the Lovely will walk you through the types of Android
Hello.
certificates available. This is the session that was planned for next Sunday, but due to the unavailability of another speaker, we have scheduled this session on this Sunday. Okay, so this is about development.
Yeah, actually, it is postponed because we are going to conduct this session by next week, but due to unavailability of that speaker, so we conducted this session this week. Okay, so the next one is that you can see here ID verification. Here it is mentioned that if you are living in India, you need passport with you, and you can have your ID or your photo. Just you need this. And basically this exam is only available in the English language, and this exam is available in Kotlin and Java in both languages. So now, what is the exam pattern? So I will discuss about that how Google conducted this exam. The first step is that you applied for the certification. Now second thing is that you have to pay some fees to the Google for this certification. So if you are living in India, you need to pay approximately 6 to 7,000. That depends how much they are going to charge at the moment. So basically the fees ranges between 6 to 7,000. You need to pay in advance, and when you are going to pay, and you have to pay that fees with your credit card. So debit cards are not allowed on this portal, so you have to pay the fees with your credit card. And after that, you have to select the language for which you want to attempt, either Java or Kotlin. So after that, let us suppose I applied for the certification, I paid the fees, I uploaded all the documents, and now it now it is going to depend totally upon me that when I want to take that certification exam. For example, I applied, I do all the process on 11 of September, and I want to attempt this certification in the next week, so I can do that. Like there is no restriction that when you are applying for this exam, you do not need to attempt that certification immediately. So you can take your time, you can prepare for the certification, and after that you can attempt it. So till now, any question from you guys?
Not right now.
Okay.
Yes, Loveleen, hello. Wait a second. I just wanted to ask a quick question regarding any dummy kind of exam are available for this, or like we have to pay the money upfront in order to get any kind of exam of means.
Okay. Actually, there is no dummy exams available for I think so. You are talking about the mock test and all for
Yes,
all that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Unfortunately, Google do not provide any mock test. There is no availability of mock test or sample criteria, anything related to this. There is nothing like that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Any more question? Okay. So moving ahead, so okay, our first part is done, that we applied for the certification, we do all the necessary thing related to documentation. Now now I'm coming to the second part, that is basically the exam content, that which topics we are Google is going to cover in the exam, and what we need to learn before attemptation. So the first one, you can see here, the second tab is exam content, and in exam content we have basically five main domains, that is app functionality, interface management, debugging, and testing. And in these five domains you can find the subtopics here, like these topics. Now if you want to know the detailed subtopics, you can click here, that is basically a study guide. In study guide, we have all these five main domains, that is Android core. Now in the Android core, you can see here but they write that you have the basic understandability of Android system, basic building blocks like UI components. Now know how to build and run the app. You must know Toast, snack bar, notifications, localization of application, work manager. Okay, and now Google is also providing us the related course content. Here you can see these, some of these are code labs and few are the documentations. So you can see here we have like this code lab, that how you have to create your first Android application. For example, if someone is new to Android and he wants to make preparation for the certification, then you can here see all the related content. And for example, if Google is writing here that you need to prepare the work manager, they are also going to give you the resources. Here you can see this resource is work manager for Kotlin and this one is for Java. So if you are going to attempt with Java, you can check the Java resource, otherwise you can check the Kotlin resource. So my personal recommendation is that if you are going to attempt this certification, you should choose Kotlin, because like before 3 years there is only one option in this certification, that is Java. But like after 1 year, means while when like Google launched the Kotlin, and after 1 year like Google introduced Kotlin in this certification. So now we have two options, but still if someone want to do this certification in Java, currently we have this facility in this certification that you can opt for Java as well. So you just need to practice these code labs, and you can see here in user interface you can take it as the subtopics. These are the subtopics and these are the related contents. So these are the other resources. So you can do practice with the help of these resources. And this one is for data management. Like in data management, they added room, live data, and repository pattern, all these things. In debugging, like debugging is very important part of this certification, because like when I gave this exam, there were 3 to 4 questions related to debugging. So like we should know that how we are going to debug the application. And also there were so many to do points. Like in let us suppose they have one block of code. For example, they wrote the 50% of the code, and you have to write the 50% of that remaining part of code. So debugging is also very important. And there were some questions related to debugging, like how you are going to print the logs, and how you are going to work with the logs, all those things. So for like detailed description of logging system, breaking breakpoints, for all this they mentioned here the resources. And the last part is the testing part. So testing part is also very important. Basically, uh, like we have these 5 sections: Android core, user interface. So basically, the ratio of the task are going to be 20-20-20. So 20% is going to be covered from the Android core, 20% from user interface, 20 from data management, debugging, and testing. And you need to complete all the tasks. For example, if there are 10 tasks, okay, and at the end of the submission of the project, you did 8 tasks, and like you are not able to write the code for the remaining 2 tasks, then they are going to disqualify you. You are not going to be passed in this certification. So it is very important thing that you need to cover, and you need to complete whole points. Whatever they are going Whatever tasks are given to you, you need to complete all the tasks. So in testing, you must know that how we are going to write the JUnit test cases, and how we are going to write the espresso codes. And they also added Mockito. You can see here unit testing with JUnit and Mockito and espresso. So you must have a knowledge of these things: unit testing, JUnit, and Mockito. So basically, this is the you can say the syllabus of this certification, or you can say the topic of this certification. Bef- uh, it is my personal suggestions to you guys. If you are going to give the certification exam, you must have good knowledge about all these topics and the subtopics. And let us suppose if you do not know about the testing, because like I can see in many of the organization, testing is not done by the Android developers, because they have a different automation testers. And basically they write the test cases for your Android application or for your modules. But if you are planning for this certification, you must know that how you are going to write the test cases and how you are going to perform the automation. So this is basically the study guide. So if you guys have any question related to study guide, you can ask.
Yeah, can you share the link of it? And if you have any personal Colab GitHub
Yeah,
link,
yeah,
so that
yeah. Sure. I'm going to share the link of this certification. This is the link of this certification, because like after this also I'm going to share like more content with you guys, because like everything is not available on this portal. So I can tell you my personal experiences also, that like which type of projects they give you, and which type of task they give you. So all those things. Like if you guys have any question about the study guide and the topics for the study guides, you can ask.
can you come back again? I lost you for a while. Like
uh
you, you
yeah.
give any kind of coaching kind of stuffs or how?
Like in this.
Yeah.
In
Basically,
this,
you have a certificate, right? You have obtained this certificate.
yeah. Actually, I
So
don't get it. Shri, what are you asking?
actually, you have done your certification, right? Android Associate Developer
Yeah, but
certification.
that is valid only for like 3 years.
Okay,
This is
whatever
also the
we.
main important part of the certification. This is valid only for 3 years. After
Okay,
that,
after
you
that.
have to retake the exam.
Okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah, it is not for lifetime because few certifications are for lifetime. For example,
yeah.
like Oracle certifications, Microsoft certifications that are for lifetime. But this is only for 3 years. And after every 3 years, they change the pattern and they change the study guides and the topics, all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
whatever the link you shared, this is for official site, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah. This is the
track this
official one.
certification. Yeah.
Yes. This one is the official.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, this was I talked about the requirements and the exam content and the study guide from where you have to learn. Now I will talk about that what is the pattern of exam and how they conduct the exam. So basically, this exam is conducted in two phases. The first one is coding part and the second one is the basically video interview. For the first part, they give you the timeline of 8 hours, and basically you need to add one plugin in your Android Studio for this certification. And when basically you install that plugin in your Android Studio, your timer is automatically started with that. And
Mhm.
after, when your timer is started, you were not able to create any new project in that Android Studio.
Okay.
So they give you one incomplete project with plenty of tasks, and you need to complete those tasks. And on average, they is like they give you 8 to 10 tasks. They are going to give you, and those tasks are basically covering this study guide, this syllabus.
Mhm.
Yeah, and basically they plotted the to do points in whole application. And now what those tasks can be, I can write it here in notepad.
Okay, so lovely. Is it like when you what we see in a typical online examination that if you switch to another tab or another window, it will warn you that you should not do that. So is
No,
there
no, no,
some kind
there,
of
there is
pieces
no,
like that?
yeah, there is not like this. You can use internet, you can read any blog, you can watch the any video. There is no restriction on that. You can open anything, but like there is only one restriction for this certification, that you were not able to create any new project in your Android Studio.
Okay, okay. So only one instance of the studio should be running.
Yes, yes, because basically in that plugin, that option for file new project, that is going to be hide in that plugin.
Right, right.
And after, when your project is submitted after 8 hours, then you can like open any of your project. You can use because it is not like they are not recording your video. If you want to take help from like any of your previous projects, you can open that project in your separate machine. But
Right,
like in
right.
particular machine, you cannot open the new project or your old projects. So
Okay.
now, what like I was talking about the task. So first of all, there will be some crashes in the application, and you need to fix those crashes. So task can be fixed.
Yeah, lovely. One more question. Still, we can take it in Java, right? If we
Yes, yes,
interested.
yes. You can opt for Java, right?
Mhm. Okay.
So the first thing is that there are going to be some crashes, and you need to fix those crashes. And the second one is there are some incomplete functionalities, but those functionalities, let us suppose, are not causing any crash, but you need to complete those functionalities. Third one is new functionalities, like they gave you one task, and that need to be completely rewritten by you, so there can be like these tasks, new functionalities. And fourth one is you need to write the test cases. Because why I am mentioning test cases again and again, because as an Android developer we generally do not write test cases for our functionalities, but for this certification you must be good in writing the test cases. So that's why. And these are basically tasks. And basically time is going to be approx 8 hours. Like earlier, before 3 to 3.5 years, the time was 24 hours. Before 20 hours, the time was 48 hours. So firstly, Android reduced the 48 hours to 24 hours, and after they reduced 24 hours to 8 hours. So you have these 8 hours to complete all these tasks.
So with the reduction of the time, there must be the reduction of the features need to complete it, right?
Yes, exactly right. When they were giving the time of 48 hours, there were so many functionalities. While they are reducing the time, they are also reducing the task. And one important thing is this: let us suppose if they are going to give you 8 or 9 tasks, you must need to complete all the tasks 100%. Because for checking purposes, like I checked so many blogs and experiences of for the people who were gave this certification. They were saying that they also do the automation for the checking purposes. Basically checking is also done in two ways. First one is they check your whole project with the automation, and second one is manual checking. So there is one very tight restriction from Google, that, for example, if they take two variable, the name of the first variable is let us suppose X, and the name of second variable is Y. You cannot change the name of that variable. You cannot change the name of the methods using in this project. You cannot change the flow. You cannot change the architecture. You cannot change anything in that project until or unless it is required. Because if you are going to do these type of things, then that project is going to be failed in the automation test cases. So before starting off the certification, they gave you all type of instructions. This instruction is also the part of the examination, that you cannot change anything. So you must follow the guidelines provided by the Google. And in the comment section also, in to do sections also of that particular project, they mentioned all the guidelines, and you have to completely follow it. So these are the tasks. When I gave the certification, they gave me the task for the teapot. Teapot was the application name, and basically what I have to do, I have to fix two crashes, and I have to implement. I can remember because at that time MVVM was very new, and they just added MVVM to the study guide, and the whole architecture was MVVM with repository pattern. And they gave me two tasks for the crash fixes, and two tasks for the new functionalities. Basically I have to implement the detail screen for the tea spices, something like that. And after that I have to write three test cases. And what was that test cases? I can remember one. There was one floating button in the home screen, and I have to write the test case that when I am going to click on that particular floating button, then that particular screen is going to open, and I have to write the test case for that functionality. So test cases are going to be like this from your application.
Okay, and is was there anything like making a network request and getting the datas, something like that?
Yeah, basically in that application also they were doing two things. that they were fetching the data from the remote, and after that they are storing the data into the room database, because room must be on your tips for this certification. Like whatever the project is going to be in every project, because I talked with so many people also who has done this certification. In every project I can see that they added room database, so you must have a good knowledge of a room database.
Yeah, got it. So, but with this networking functionality, they will provide you the model class as well, right? That you are fetching from the network. Because
Yes.
see, why I'm asking is, in the past I had an interview, and what they were expecting from me was create a splash screen, as well as create some UI with the view models repository MVVM, and fetching the data from the network, and display it on the UI with some nice, like it was like a e-commerce application. So what the case was that I was not provided the model class. Okay, so while making the network request, what I had to do was like making a network request, getting the response, deciphering the attributes that my response model class should have, and in some request it has some nullable values, in some request it has non nullable values, so I need to find that by making manual request, and all these things needed to be done in a 1 hour. Okay, so it's a kind of like according to me it's a more than required requirements. Okay, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, like Rajesh, it depends. For example, they are providing you the application, like they made the model class or data class, but like they are not going to mention, for example, the properties of that data class. In that case, they are basically going to add one to do in that model class, that you have to define the properties. This can also be the task, and it cannot also be like for example, if they are providing you the data class, they are also mentioning all the properties. So it depends. The task can be anything from the application. Like the basic architecture is given to you, like they have all the basic dependencies added already in the project, all the code structure is already there, architecture is also there, everything is there. You just need to perform all the tasks given by the Google.
Right, right, right. Okay, but see, according to me, this is just my opinion. So, according to me, like if you are taking an exam like this, either for the interview or for the certification, your class properties should be clearly defined in your first response only, first or second response, because
Yes.
it's like you are sending a correct value in first or second or third response, and then you are sending the null values, so it will understand, it will crash the application, because if user has not made the field nullable, it will crash the entire application.
Yes, it is correct, because I saw so many Android developers, like they just mention the response body instead of model or data class. They are just getting the response, and after that they are going to convert it into a JSON object or a JSON array, and after that they are going to fetch all the values. So yeah, it is not a good approach. So if like for, because data is going to be there in the project, either it is from remote source or from database, so we have to define the data classes in that project. Okay, any more question up to this?
Guys, you should speak, huh? If you have any questions on any topics, or any questions, like if you want to get a more information on anything, then you should ask. Lovely would be happy to answer, because we want to make it this session as interactive as possible.
Yeah, like if you are not comfortable in speaking, you can also write your questions in comment.
What happens if we can't complete in 8 hours?
Yeah, this is very good question, because I was also not able to get this certification. in my first attempt. Yeah, this is good. So I can give your like answer. See, in FAQs you can see here, can I retake the exam if I am not successful? Because this can happen. Let us suppose if in current scenario also, for example, I have 4 years of experience, but let us suppose I failed in that exam, in this certification, and or I was not able to complete or anything like that. So basically, officially it is declared by Google. For example, if we do not pass in our first attempt, then for second attempt we have to wait for 14 days before we are going to take the exam again. Like for the second attempt we have to wait for 14 days, for the third attempt we have to wait for 2 months, and for the fourth attempt we have to wait for the 1 year. And I guess in first, second, third, we were able to pass this certification in the fourth try. So they just added the waiting period only for the 4 takes, 14 days, 2 months, and then 1 year. And we can again give this exam.
Yeah, lol, can you open the fake above this, the current one? That is what happens if I don't complete the exam in 8 hours.
Yeah, I already opened this. My screen is, I guess, visible to everyone.
Yes, yes, not this one. The fake above the one you are currently speaking. What happens if I don't complete the exam in 8 hours? Yeah,
Yeah.
the fake with the plus sign above the current fake.
No, no, no. Actually, this was the question.
No, no, no.
This
I'm
was
yeah.
information.
See, I'm asking. Okay, so go to that minus button.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, and the fake above it. What happens if I don't complete the exam in 8 hours?
Okay, okay,
That
okay,
is
okay.
separate
Yeah.
one. Yes.
I'm going to discuss all this step by step. For
Sure.
example, yeah, you have 8 tasks, and now 8 hours are done, and still you have some pending tasks. Then that project is going to be auto submitted. Like in most of the online examination this happens, that if you are not going to submit your project, that the Android Studio is going to be do, and that project is going to be auto submitted. And there are two options. Once, for example, you complete all the tasks, because sometimes it happens that developer completed the all the tasks by 4 hours, by 5 hours, then you can manually submit the exam. But for example, if 8 hours are already elapsed, then it is going to be in auto submit mode. And like you can see here, that having the exam auto submit will not in itself cause you fail the exam. It is not the sign of failure. They are going to evaluate your code. I guess there is one question. Yeah. Okay, first of all I will tell you about the cost. So the cost is going to be around 6 to 7,000 for India. Like if you are outside of India, then cost may vary, but like for India it is going to be between 6 to 7,000. But now I guess they are going to change few things, because here you can see that this certification is being updated, and new registrations for the exam are currently closed. So might be they are going to add or delete few study topics, and after that this certification is going to be available again. Okay,
I
and the
think they
second thing
are
is,
they are probably going to hit the compose in the UI part.
yeah, I'm also very, very sure that they are going to add the compose in this certification. Yeah, you are right. Because earlier there was no compose in this certification. And the second thing, your certification was completed 1 year. So, like from my personal experience, I can say that this certification is something like your college degree. For example, I passed my college like 3 years back, and I have some college degree for like Android developer also. This is going to be the same, but like these certifications are beneficial to you because I saw already so many clients who ask for the certifications. Like for example, they are going to ask you that do you have any certification in Android, and it happens in the big project, the first thing. And the second thing, basically you can learn so many new things while you are going to prepare yourself for this certification. So the learning part is also there. Okay, for dependency injection, no, it totally depends upon the project. They did not mention any particular dependency injections, and like in my project there were no retrofit calls. There were only room database. Yeah, for database, it is going to be room. Okay, so what kind of study materials do they provide? They provide the official documentation for the topics, and the second one is code labs. You can see here all the study material. For example, you want to study about the user interface, okay? So you can check here that all the course content is there. If you want to learn about the styles and theme, you just need to open this. These are basically the official documentation. You just need to do practice from here. And the second one is code labs. They also provide you the code labs. So
Is
it
there any validity for the certification? Like, do we need to re-exam in couple of years, something like that?
actually, Hari, can you repeat it? I was not able to
Is
listen.
there any validity for the certification? Like, you can only, this is valid for only for a couple of years and you need to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
again.
It is going to be valid only for 3 years. Whatever the date is going to be, there is going to be one expiry date on that certification. And after 3 years, you have to retake this examination. And after every 3 years, they always change the syllabus. Sometimes they also change the pattern also. Pattern not in like in core pattern. For example, they change the timings. They change the type of questions they ask. They change these things.
And I guess we need to pay for that one also, right?
Yeah, after 3 years we need to pay again. For
Okay.
every attempt we need to pay again. Like for example, if you are going for second attempt, third attempt, you need to pay.
Yeah. So if I fail my first attempt, then after 14 days I have to pay again for the second attempt, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay, so it impacts your resume, right? Yeah, obviously it is going to be impact uh my resume, because for example, they have three CVs with the same experience, with same expertise level and all those things. And if you have certification, if you have some X feature in your resume, you are going to be like different from all other CVs. So it is going to impact our profile. For each attempt, students need to pay. Yeah, for every attempt we have to pay. Let us suppose if we are going to give the fourth attempt, it means that we already paid the for example 7,000 for first, 7,000 for second, 7,000 for third. We need to pay for every attempt. Would you be able to share? Yeah, I'm going to share some few more certifications also, which are currently not closed and they are open. Yeah, after this, after the discussion of this certification, I will tell you the more certifications. Okay, so many questions can be cleared from the FAQ section which they provided us. The first one is why this exam. It is just paused 1 2 days ago. Like I gave the topic for this session, I guess, Rajesh, 2 days ago, for this Android certification. That time this certification was not paused. I
Yes,
guess,
yes, 2 days ago.
yeah, it is just paused, I guess, yesterday or today. So they are just going to add some more content to this certification, and then they are going to open again. And what will the exam cost? So here they did not mention the exam cost for India, but it is going to be in between 6 to 7,000. So how does the process work? The first one is complete the registration process, read and accept the terms and condition, verify your identity. For Indian users, we have to verify our identity with the help of passport. So it is not applicable to us, driver's license. So it is applicable to only America. And the third one is pay for the exam. And after that, we can take our exam anytime. And after that, there is, yeah, one more important thing. After the exam, there is going to be exit interview, and this exit interview is going to be video wise. They are going to ask you 5 questions related to that project, and you have to answer every question within 2 minutes, and then you have to record that like answer, and you have to upload that answer to the portal. And they are going to evaluate the both things, your project also, and the second one is your exit interview also. And failure in any, from any one, in any one of these is going to be failure in the certification. For example, you completed the project, you completed all the task, but you did not give the exit interview, so they are not going to give you the certification. So you must complete the both phase. And after the completion of exit interview, your submission will be graded, and within 45 days they are going to give you answer, either it is going to be yes or no. They are going to send you the mail. And yeah, if your submission, like they submitted like a passing attempt, then they are going to award the associate android developer certification. And ID verification troubleshooting. Okay, how I can register for it? Currently, they paused the new registrations, and once they are going to open the registrations, you can enroll for this. And this, like we already discussed, we do not need to give immediately the exam once we are registered. We can take over time, we can prepare, and after that we can do attempt. And is the exam in Java and Kotlin? Yes, it is available in both languages. You can attempt any. And this exam is currently available only in one language, that is English. And this we already discussed. And this we already discussed. Can I retake the exam? And how long is this certification valid? This certification is valid up to the 36 month. That is going to be 3 years. And after 3 years, then you have to retake the exams. So these are the basically general FAQs related to this certification. Yeah, somebody want to ask anything?
Yeah, so this is going to be a digital only certificate, or will they provide a hard copy
It
whether
is
it's
going to be the digital. Earlier, Google sent the offline, the hard one also, but now they just provided the digital certificates.
okay, okay. And we have another question from the Bhargav. That is, like, are we going to get any preference in the GDG or any Google organized events if we
Okay, okay,
do
okay,
hold
okay,
this
okay.
certificate?
No, no, no. There is no link of this certification with the GDG, because GDG is something different, and this certification is something different. GDGs are basically Google developers group, and that are basically the official communities that are supported by the Google. And basically, in India, there are more than 55 GDGs local wise. Like, for example, if you are living in Bangalore, there is GDG Bangalore, GDG Kolkata, GDG Ahmedabad, GDG Chandigarh. And if you want to join any GDG as a member, you can join. You just need to write here. For example, you want to join GDG Bangalore, you can write here, and from this link you can join that. There is no link between this certification and GDG. Both are separate paths.
Mm. Okay, so guys, if you have any questions regarding ZDG as well, please ask. Okay, because
Yeah,
Lauleen
you can.
also
Yeah,
handle GDG Chandigarh, right?
yeah. I am the organizer of GDG Chandigarh. So if you have any questions related to So GDG as well, I'm open for questions.
Okay. Do you have any sample of the certificate? I guess I just want. I'm curious that I can see one.
Yeah, I can show you. And apart from that, I want to show you one more thing. Mm, just let me check if they provided. Like, actually, they provided one list of developers who passed this certification. Let me check if it is available. Google
Okay.
Associate Android. So it is going to be something like this. Okay, wait, I will show you this. So this is like certificate number, then issue date and valid through. So you can see here 29 June 2018, and it is valid through 29 June 2021. And this was like earlier. Now they are providing like this: Associate Android Developer Java. And if you are opting Kotlin, they are going to write here the Kotlin one. So this is the certification, but I was checking the list also.
Uh, yeah, I think that second link will help. Contains the directory word.
Yeah. This one. Yes, you're right. So yeah, it is a directory. I have to demonstrate. Yeah, you can see here. So all these guys have this certification, and because like in green, for green background, this is associate Android developer, and for the blue one, this is mobile web specialist. So you can see here there are 5932 people who already completed the Google certifications, not associate Android developer. And if you want to filter, you can also filter here certification type associate Android developer. Okay, we can check. So 475 people have this certification, and you can check the profile of these guys. And one more thing, because like Google do not have this only this certification. Google have Google Play Store listing certificate. This is a different certification that is related to Play Store. This is the associate Android developer certification, which like we are discussing. This one is TensorFlow, then Google Cloud Professional for architect level, and this one is for professional data engineer. So Google is currently providing, and this one is for associate level. So Google is providing approximately 6 to 7 certifications for mobile and for cloud. So you can check the directory here. You can also check the experience level, like less than 1 year, only 80 people are there. So if you are like in your early stage of your career, still you can attempt it. So many people like completed this certification in their college, also in their universities also. So you can also check the Asia wise, and you can find these guys there. Yeah. Any more question? Okay,
So,
difference.
yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi Sidhu.
Yeah. So, this questionnaire that we might get, they are based on our experience. Is there any column in the registration part where they ask in our experience as well?
No, there is no like there is only one criteria. Your age must be like greater than 18 years. And for example, if your age is between 13 to 17 year, then they need the parental consent. Otherwise, there is no criteria for experience.
So that means less than a year guy would also be getting the same question as more than 5 years. Is
Right.
that the case? Okay.
Yes, you are right. There is, because there is no criteria for experience. So they are going to, there are multiple projects for these certification. For example, they gave you one project for this certification. They might, there can be a chances for the second participant they are going to give the different project, but there is no like criteria for the experience level questions.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Okay, difference between associate Android and mobile web. So, like both the certifications are different. If you want to see, wait, let me check. I guess you are talking about this one, Google Play Store listing certificate. Uh, yeah, Divyansh, you are talking about this one. This is also different. If you want to check this certification, you can check here. Like for all the certifications, they provided FAQs, they provided the study guides, the study materials, and all those things. This is completely the different one. Okay, do you belong to any Discord, WhatsApp, or LinkedIn communities that are helpful for? Yeah, I like joined a few communities. I joined Notex communities. That is basically started by Rajesh. I'm also added in Android devs groups. That is also started by Rajesh. And I'm also the organizer of JDG Chandigarh. How to join JD? So we are going to have one event that is related to Android. That is Android Study Jams, and most probably this is going to be happen on 24 of September. Yeah, but still it is not confirmed. But the chances are that we are going to conduct this offline session on 24 September in Chandigarh. And basically tomorrow we are going to announce the date, venue, and all those things. So if you want to join the JDG, because these are also the groups that is supported by the Google, so you just have to write JDG Chandigarh, and in JDG Chandigarh you can join here. I'm also providing you this link. In these events also, basically we promote the Google technologies like Android, Cloud, TensorFlow, Web, Firebase, and basically we promote these. And we are in COVID, we have so many online sessions in so many online events also. But after the COVID, now we just started with our offline sessions. So you can see here, basically we are 6 organizers as a core team members, and you can see the profile of every organizer here. And our last event was Google I/O Extended Chandigarh 2022, and now we are lined up with the coming upcoming 3 events. The first one is Android Study Jams in September. After that, we have Cloud Day in October, and after that, we have a Dev Fest in December. And I will provide all the details of these events in group as well. So if you want to know anything more about GDG, you just, for example, if you are living in Delhi, in Bangalore, you what you need to do, you just need to open firstly the GDG website. Here you can see upcoming events, chapters also, and organizers also. So if you want to browse chapter, you can browse the chapters. And for example, you want to locate your nearby GDG, all the GDGs are here. So can anybody tell me your state or city name, and if you are not a member of GDG? Okay, Haryana. So you can see here, basically I guess there is no GDG community in Haryana. Yeah. For example, if there is no GDG in your nearby area, you can also become the lead of the GDG. What you need to do? You need to open this one, that is lead a chapter, and you have to fill up the form. And when you are going to fill this form, then Google is going to ask you all the details from you, like how much experience you have in hosting the events, why you want to join the GDG, why you want to start the communities, all those things. Okay, and you have to submit your application. And if like they find the application genuine, and if they find that you are really interested to support the community, then they can make you lead, and then you can start your own GDG. Yeah, I can. Okay, if you are like okay, Agra, in Agra also there is no GDG. In Maharashtra, I guess there is GDG in Mumbai. Yeah, they have GDG Delhi, GDG separate GDG for Noida, Gurgaon, GDG Chandigarh. Yes, I can provide you the link here. So you just need to explore this website for GDG. This one.
Uh, yeah, thank you, Lowlin. So I think you missed two questions, but first let me tell you, everyone who joined via the LinkedIn event. So yeah, we do have a community for the Android developer WhatsApp community. So I will leave the links in the info messages. And wave one community that is almost full, and the second community is where you can join. Okay, so I will leave the links for both of the communities. And the questions that Lovely you miss is
Yeah,
one was, uh, I think,
yeah, I got one question. Does GDG focuses on
no,
API
no. This
development
is
or
this.
no?
Okay, just give me a minute. So this is about, yeah. If you scroll up, you will see that is there any logic that we need to implement, and
Okay,
more
okay, okay,
details
okay.
about the exit interview.
Yeah, I okay. Yeah, there is going to be logical problems also, because for example, if there is any missing functionality, they did not implemented any of the functionality, so they can provide you the to do task to complete that functionality also. And also you have to completely rewrite the code for that particular functionality. So there is going to be a logical problems, not logical problems like that you have to like find these strings in those, not like that logical problems. That logical problems are going to be related with your project, not the separate one. Okay, could you explain little bit about? Yeah, so exit interview is going to be 10 minutes long, so I can write here. So the duration of that interview is going to be 10 minutes long, and there are going to be 5 questions, and they are going to be related to your project. And for every question you are having 2 minutes. So you have 2 minutes. For example, I can give you example. For example, they are asking you that which testing framework you used in that project. So now you need to explain that why you use that testing framework, how you implemented it, like in how many tasks you implemented that. For example, like that content. Now you need to complete your answer in 2 minutes, and after every question your answer is going to be submitted, auto submitted, and after that you need to give the answer for the next question. So this the basically what I found, that exit interview is very easy. like uh, like if you completed the project by yourself and you completed all the tasks, then it is not going to be difficult one for you. uh okay, like I need to find here. You can find here in Asia section, you can find here if there is any GDG in Mumbai. Yeah, you can see here. There's GDG Cloud Mumbai. You can join this one. You can see the upcoming events also. So they are going to host one event, that is Google Cloud Community Days 2022, and this is going to be on September 18. And you can see all the details here. You can also meet the organizers. They are going to be the host and organizers. So you can find all the information related to GDG here, gdg.community.dev. Yeah, these are the links for our communities. And I guess this one is for common Android developer group, and this one is going to be for the second group. I think, right, Rajesh?
Yes, yes, that is correct.
Okay, okay.
I needed to
So
provide two links because the first group is almost full. I think only one or
I
two.
think that is, yeah, almost full. Okay. So if you are planning for this certification for associate Android developer, there are so many like blogs. You can, you just need to write here associate Android developer experience. So in Medium, you can find articles as well. So these are the good. Whatever I am telling you, these guys just write it on Medium, and there are some YouTube blogs as well. So you can check all these. Okay, so like now I will just give you the link for one more certification. So this is also the website. This is all, these certifications are also powered by the Google. Basically, the associate Android developer certification is not free. You need to pay for that certification. But for these certification, Google partner training, these are completely free, and you can sign up for these certifications. What you need to do, the first and important thing is this, that you cannot write here your Gmail account address. For example, my personal email ID is loveleen.nancy@gmail.com. I cannot use this email address for this website. You must have one corporate ID, like your official ID. For example, loveleen.core at xyz.com. Okay. This website is going to accept only this email address, because you can see here. For example, if I'm writing here it my personal email ID and then sign up. So there was problem during registration. Please contact your system administrator. So these email IDs are not allowed in this certification. Only like corporate emails are allowed. So you can also sign up on this website, and there are number of certifications available in this website. Let me show you one or two.
Lolin, I think this site is meant for the business. Like let's say Microsoft wants to provide their training to their employees. So this site is meant
Yeah,
for
it
those
is.
corporates.
It is yeah, it is similar to like that, but we can also do these certifications because few Android devs work at the enterprise level, or a few devs are working on the core operating system of the Android. So then those certifications are going to be helpful for you if you are working at that enterprise level, because enterprise certification is also present in this website.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so I can show you one two certifications here. So this one is like for Android mobile certificate program. There is like content is there. You need to go through the content. Few are videos, few are textual wise. You just need to go through the content, and after that there is going to be MCQ type questions, or might be fill up the blanks type of questions, and you need to attempt those, and you can give those quizzes or those questions number of time. And the second one is, if you want to work at an enterprise level, then you can do this certification, Android Enterprise Associate certification. Why I am telling you these certifications? The first reason is that it is free, and the second reason is that if you want to work at an enterprise level, then these certifications are good. So I am sending you here one link. Actually, like, I signed up on this website with my with the email account of my previous organization, so that's why I will not be able to open this portal, but you can check out. Educational emails are also valid there. So Yogesh, which email do you have? Like, you can directly check on this website if that is allowed or not. But like, personal is not allowed. For that, I am very much sure. Like, for example, you have with your name at gmail.com, that is completely not allowed. You can check for the corporate emails, or might be you can check for the educational emails. So, in this Google Partner Training, I guess they have three levels, that is beginner, intermediate level, and the advanced level. So, there is locking and unlocking system. Firstly, you need to unlock the beginner level. There are two certifications in the beginner level. You need to complete both the certifications. After that, you can attempt for the intermediate level. For this, there is like all the related information is going to be present on this website, that what study material you need to learn. And they basically made this website very very interactive. Like, they made this website very beautifully. When like you are going to sign up for this website, then you can check that they made the quizzes, they made some MCQs also, and you are going to like enjoy very much while you are going to prepare for this certification. Like, I will not be able to, sorry for that, I will not able to be open this portal, but you can check out with your emails. Like, I gave these certifications back, like one certification I cleared in 2020 and the second one in 2021. Yeah. So this program is also I guess 4 to 5 years, when Google launched for the first time. Okay, so any more questions related to like these topics for the associate Android developer, for this Google partner training, or for JDJ? Like, if there is no more questions, and we can wind up the session.
Yeah, sure. So, guys and girls, if you have any questions, you can ask right now, because we are heading towards winding up this call. So, if you have a question, just ask, and Robin will be happy to answer. Or else, if you have questions after the session, you can ask them in our community group, and she will answer your question. Okay.
So I guess, Sajesh, we are like okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we can wind up the session. And like, before your statement, like, I just want to say thank you so much, guys, because like, I know this is Sunday, and you like attended this session from your busy schedules, from your weekend. So thank you so much for joining. And if you guys have any questions after this session, also you can ask me in community groups, or you can ask over the LinkedIn. I will happily, like, I will be so happy to answer all the questions. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you everyone for joining. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Lovely.
Okay.
It was
Thank
very
you, guys.
informative. Yeah.